Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to a new video, and y'all see the title today, which is March the 3rd. I just closed on a 6-unit apartment building, man. And for me, this is definitely the next step in my real estate investing career. As many of you know, I got a bunch of properties, but none of them is commercial. So anything that's over 4 units is considered a commercial property. So a duplex is residential, triplex is residential, a 4-unit is residential. But as soon as you start getting into 5 units, 6 units, that's now considered commercial. So this is my first commercial property, and I think it's definitely the right time, and it's about that time that I take my real estate investing career to the next level. My primary source of income is wholesaling real estate, but I do have a lot of properties that I actually keep for the future, for my family, like my legacy properties. But I'm done buying single family houses at this point in my career. I'm trying to focus on small multi-families right now. So I just thought it'd be a great idea to bring y'all on this journey, being as though I literally just closed, so you'll see everything, and I'm gonna break down everything. I just came from the title company, and yeah, so let's get into it real quick. For the past like 24 to 36 months, I've been looking for a small apartment building in Baltimore, Maryland. And as many of you know, 2021, 2022, even 2020, the real estate market been on fire. People been overpaying for properties, but that's the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna overpay for a property. That's out of the question. I'm a real estate investor. I'm here to make money. So this particular property, right, it came across my desk last year in September. So September of 2022, this was a wholesaler who had this property, and it's actually a wholesaler that I actually know. I know who he is, right? I've been knowing him for years. And I think at the time he was trying to sell it for like $300,000. And I went to go see the property, and when I went to go see it, just needed way too much work, like a lot of work. $300,000, the numbers just didn't quite work, so left it alone. And I didn't think nothing of it. And then December or January, he hit me up and he said, yo, Mitt, are you still interested in this property? I'm selling it for a cheaper price, right? And the new price he was selling it for was $250,000, so $50,000 discount. I still wanted it even lower than that, honestly, but I wanted to go take another look at it. But this time around, I bought contractors, my lender came, a structural engineer come out. I had a bunch of people come out because I wanted to really see how much work this property was gonna need. Mind you, again, it's 6 units. The person who owned the house, he purchased it in 2002, and he really ain't do nothing to it. It was tenants living in there, they all moved out. They was paying like $400 a month, which is way below the market rates, and he just didn't, he was a slumlord. He was a slumlord. So I said, you know what, at $250,000, let's do it. And the reason I said let's do it is because it was an appraisal done on the property. After it's fixed up, it's gonna be worth about $750, around that area. And personally, I think it'll be worth even more depending on how you do the renovation project. Got it under contract for $250. Time was going on, and mind you, he got this under contract with the seller literally for like a year. So time is not on his side. Like, the seller is fed up. The seller want to sell it. When you got a property under contract with the seller, your job is to find a buyer and to close fast. So the fact that he had it for a year tells you that the seller was becoming super impatient. Today is Friday, right? So on Monday, we really were supposed to close on this property. However, the lender I'm using, and that's another thing, y'all, I was having a hard time finding a lender for this property because it needs a lot of work. And it's a commercial property, right? It's easy to find a lender for, single family houses, row houses, but for commercial it's a little bit different, right? You gotta have a little bit more experience. You gotta be more thorough. You just can't be a brand new person trying to buy a commercial property. It's gonna be hard to find a lender. The lender came back on Monday. So today is Friday. On Monday, the lender came back and said, we see that this wholesaler is about to get a $50,000 wholesale fee. We not paying him $50,000. Like, it's our policy that we don't pay these kind of wholesale fees, which is a good amount of money. So I'm like, damn, I don't care how much the wholesaler was getting paid, right? Long as the numbers make sense. But at the end of the day, this was the only lender who was willing to lend on this deal. So we had only 2 choices. Either we could just kill the deal and move on, or I had to go back to the wholesaler like, look, bro, my lender, he's not gonna pay you $250. The most he'll pay you is $220 for the house, and you'll walk away with a $20,000 wholesale fee, which is still a good amount of money, but at the same time, losing $30,000 that fast because the lender don't approve it is crazy. And I would have been sick too. But at the end of the day, he ain't have no choice, man. Literally, our contract was about to expire. He had it under contract for a year, so he had to come down $30,000, and we end up closing today for $220,000. Well, it worked out to my benefit, but I do feel for my guy because he did lose $30,000. But listen, that's business. It is what it is. He should have double closed on a property. And again, if you don't know this language, don't worry about it. But it was ways that he could have definitely made 50K still, but that's his fault for not properly executing and structuring the deal. So let's move on. We purchased the property for $220,000, and we got a renovation budget of about $300,000. Now, we asked for more than we really probably gonna need because I like to pocket money when I do a renovation project. I like to put money in my pocket, and I like to pay the lender back, because with these hard money lenders, you do have to pay monthly payments. I like to pay them back with their own money. And granted, it's a commercial property. I'm sure it's going to be some hiccups that pop up, and I just want to make sure we got more than enough to cover everything. So I had to come out of pocket, y'all. I had to come to the closing table, let's say with about $50,000, a little less than $50,000, which is great, y'all. Again, the property already appraised at 750 racks. I only had to come to the closing table with $50,000, and mind you, y'all, I used $50,000 from a business line of credit that I got with M&T Bank. So literally out of my own pocket, y'all. I really ain't spending none of my own money at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put about $250,000 inside for a renovation budget. Again, it's 6 units. They all about 600 square feet. Now, as is right now, they all are 1 bed, 1 bath apartments. We already submitted plans. We're gonna try to get 2 bed, 1 bath for each apartment. So that $750,000 appraisal was based on them being 1 bed, 1 baths. So we're gonna add additional bedroom to every single unit. So I think we definitely could get a lot more. We're gonna literally do everything completely over. All new electrical, all new plumbing, HVAC throughout the entire building. Floors, cabinets, kitchens, everything, y'all. Literally everything. This is definitely gonna be a challenge for me for sure, but a challenge that I'm willing to accept because again, buying single family houses and wholesaling, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna continue to wholesale, but definitely I wanna take it a step farther in my real estate investing career. It's definitely about that time for sure. I've been doing this since 2012. Y'all stay up to date with these videos because I'm gonna, maybe every month I'm gonna do an update on this 6-unit apartment building because I wanna be super transparent and hopefully y'all learn something when it comes to investing in real estate and especially commercial properties. So yeah, man, look, and if you got a goal and you got a dream of buying your first investment property or wholesaling properties, make sure y'all definitely come to my next free live web class. I usually have them on Wednesdays. If you tap the link below, make sure y'all pop up, show up, because look, man, this is what we do, and I'm sure if you've been following me for a while, we do everything real estate. Even though this channel is not all about real estate, we about that real estate money for sure. So come on, y'all, let's follow my journey and let's get it.